for our firecraft, we are going to make a tin can lantern. This is something that is relatively easy to make out of recycled materials. We don't have to use too many different things, but it is one of our slightly trickier crafts. So if you're somebody who's a little bit younger, then it would probably be a good idea to ask an adult to help you with this one. So let's get going. So for this activity we need one tin, preferably one that has been used or that you eat the inside out of. We think it's much better to use a tin with a ring pull top rather than one that you have used a tin opener to open, if you have one. And the reason for that is that the edge where we remove the lid can be quite sharp, and on a ring pull top it's slightly inside, whereas on a one that we use a tin opener on, it's on the top. So it's much easier to cut ourselves on it by accident when we use one that's been opened with a tin opener. So that's our tin. We need a torch or a tea light and something to light the tea light with. If we are using a tea light, it's really important that we have a heat-proof surface underneath it and that we ask for help from a grown-up if we need to. We need a pen or a pencil, one nail, a hammer. Your hammer might not be as big as mine, but it's the only one I've got. A tea towel, some scrap paper, you might need some scissors and some tape. Now the first thing we're going to do for this activity is we are going to wash our tin. We need to make sure it's really clean on the inside and the outside. Remove all of the paper, remove any glue. Make sure that you don't cut yourself on the rim when you are washing it out. We then need to fill it with water and pop it in our freezer until the water inside has frozen. And the reason we do that is because when we're putting holes into the tin, if there's no water, then it can bend the tin. When you put it in the freezer, make sure it's upright. Make sure that you don't take anything out of the freezer without asking permission from the person who owns it, and make sure that you shut the freezer door really firmly when you close it again. You might also want to put a lid on the tin if you have one. If you don't have a lid, a Pringles lid can work quite well. It fits quite nicely. You don't need to fill the water all the way up to the top because water expands when it freezes, so you can do it a little bit below the top. So we need to wash this tin, fill it with water and pop it in the freezer. And just like magic, we have a frozen tin. Now I obviously have a silicone top on this one, but we'll just take that off. As you can see, it's full of ice, it's quite chilly, and that's my one that I did last night. Now we need to decide what design we want on our tin. Some people might just want to put their holes in without really thinking of a design, which is okay. Others might like to plan it. So I'm going to take my scrap piece of paper, I'm going to cut it about the height of the tin. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. So we've got our scrap paper and we need to draw the design on this paper that we want on our tin. So I'm just going to do the Scout fleur-de-lis. You might want to print it if you want it to be a little bit more perfect than mine will probably end up being, unless you're a better drawer than me. But it can be any design that you want, it doesn't have to be a Scout design. You can use your imagination. There we go, there's a very dodgy fleur-de-lis there. You can sort of tell what it is, can't you? Make that a bit There we go. It does not have to be perfect, as my drawing here has proven. So then we wrap our design around our tin, and then use our tape to just secure it into the right place. Make sure it's nice and straight. There we go. All sorted. Now what we're going to do is going to get our tea towel, and we're going to place it under our tin. This stops, well, it's supposed to stop the tin from moving around so much. So try and get a tea towel like this one that's a bit textured. You could use a towel as well, or even something like a bath mat if you wanted to. And we're going to make sure it's nice and wrapped around our tin to keep it in place. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to use our nail to make holes in our tin can, by putting our nail where we want the hole and using our hammer to bash the nail. When we do this, we need to be careful that we bash the nail and we don't bash our fingers. So make sure you're concentrating, pop the nail exactly where you want it, and tap gently on the top like that. And it doesn't take much for it to go through. What we're going to do then is we're going to follow our design around. Keep your fingers well away from the bottom, well away from the top, and tap very gently. And we're going to go the whole way around doing that. Keep your fingers clear of the hammer and ask somebody to help you if you need to. Once you've gone round your whole design, you can just have a look and see if there's anywhere that you want to add a few extra holes in. So I think we need one here, one there, and that looks good to me. If you're particularly creative and you've got more than one nail in the house, then you could try doing different holes of different sizes to see how that works. Now once you're happy with where all of your holes are, we can take this paper off and we can go to defrost our tin. Now I'm not going to do that on camera because I don't want ice all over the floor. So I'm going to leave you here and I'm going to go defrost this tin by using warm water in the sink. Once the ice has melted and the tin's cooled down, because don't forget if you use hot water the tin will be hot, once it's all cooled down we can take it out. If you do want to speed up the tin cooling down, then you could try putting some cold water in after the hot, but please be careful and make sure that you don't burn yourself. Now if, like me, you're using a tea light rather than a torch, please make sure you do so on a heat-proof surface, and we recommend using extra long matches. Now the reason for this is because when we pop our tea light in here, it's quite a way down, and smaller matches just make it really difficult without burning our fingers.